Too late. We're already in. So now I got to figure out how to share this.
Oops. Baby, I think there's a way that you can share it before you actually go live.
Oh, we're live right now. Let me see. Oh, I should be able to see it on here. Bear with us.
Because now we're not going to have a moment to talk to Gail before.
Oh, well. Gail's is going to be caught in the fire. You just can't. All right, let's see. Well, what's her name? The Omi Homies? That's who we are? We got 3 people?
Hey, guys!
Man, hold it down while I can figure this out.
So it was an oops that we went live. We were trying to figure out how to share the link of the live, but Gail hasn't even been able to get in here.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's that. And then let me copy that. Come here.
We're going to have to ask somebody how to do it before we go live for the next one.
Yeah.
This is like our trial. Like our trial and error type situation.
Yeah. We always mess this shit up, so y'all should be used to it.
Wait, is our mic on? Oh yeah, it's on.
Our mic is on. Let's check the comments. Legacy T's in the bit. Oh, Johnny's in here.
Hey, Johnny. Oh, make a wish.
Okay, I'll get here in a minute, making a post. Okay. So Gail's aware. He's aware that we are live. What's up, everybody? Who got what today?
Did you make a wish?
You already came true, babe.
Oh my god. You're so silly. So we're just waiting
on the Gale.
On the Gale.
We're just waiting for we know why y'all are here. We know why y'all here. For Mr. Gale.
For Mr. Gale.
The one and only.
We're super excited to have him though.
Yeah.
I feel like Max and him have been friends for a bit.
Yeah.
And oh look, he's here.
Oh, it's the Gale.
Let's see. How do we?
Let's see. Add to stream. I'm gonna add you to the stream, bro. No lead-in time, no nothing.
We're live.
We are live and direct. Are you there, Mr. Gale? Mr. Gale.
We're gonna have to scooch in, honey.
Yeah?
No, yeah.
Oh damn.
We're gonna have to.
Or maybe we can do it like this. There.
Oh yeah, perfect.
He's coming, y'all. I promise. StreamYard sesh. Okay. I got a comment today. Your channel is dope. Well, thank you, Vivi Niece. Is that how you pronounce it? Vivi Niece. Thank you. And Brendan Z, of course.
Brendan.
Shout out to Subscriber of the Year.
Brendan, do you have like Twitter or Instagram or something?
Hell no. He's in YouTube. Brendan is like 5 people. Oh, who it is?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Hobby, how's it going?
Chilling. What's happening?
I had a whole little intro. Hold on. Let's go. And then hold on. Let's go. It's the Gale.
What's happening?
Homies, homies, and homettes. It's the Gale.
That was a great intro, baby.
Thanks, babe.
That was awesome.
Yeah, back at it again with the Omi homies. What's happening?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. Thank you for coming on the stream. It's been a long time coming.
Facts. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite.
Of course. Are you kidding me? We're so excited to have you. Go back to the comments.
Oh, go back to the comments. Let's see. Who's in here with us? So Gail.
What's up?
You already know what time it is.
What's up, Brendan Z? I already knew it. I already knew he was in here. I already knew it.
Yeah.
Always here. Brendan, we have to figure out how to do a stream with you, bro. We got to get in contact.
He's
been really awesome.
He's been doing streams with BB Vision. He's lit.
I know. Non-Fungibles in the house. What's up, bro? It's been a while. Yo, we waiting on that album. Bro.
He's busy at work.
When's it coming out? Non-Fungible. Type it in the chat.
Yeah, we need that.
I heard a little bit of it. He said 30 songs, though. I only heard like 15 songs.
Damn, 30 songs?
30 songs?
That's a compilation masterpiece.
That's awesome. He's so talented.
Oh yeah.
He has like a really rare talent, I feel like, because sometimes when you make music on something that's not like, you know, like something specific, it can come off like kind of corny or something.
Yeah.
But he does such an amazing job of like, you can have your windows down and just jamming out with that music and feel like super cool doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we play his shit for real, like
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Let's see. There we go. So what's up, Gail? What's going on? Did you get anything on the drop?
No, I haven't been able to get any comic drops. Like, I think my button grays out on me. Like, I try Spamgate, and it just never really works. So I'm always trying, but haven't been hitting comics like that.
Huh.
Oh man.
Yeah, we usually get pretty lucky, but it's two of us, so
yeah.
and 2 of us and an iPad. So you know we.
Did you both get one?
No.
I got 2 commons. Janie got.
Max is like the king at rebound. I don't know how he does it. Every single time. He's like, babe, get ready for the rebound. Get ready for the rebound. And I'm there, and he's like, yeah, I got one. I'm like, how? How do you do this? He has like.
Are you timing it like every 4 minutes? You doing that thing?
I'm just.
He won't stop. Like he'll just keep going. Like he'll keep going. Like as soon as the drop is like over, I guess he'll keep going. And he's like, "We're at 4. We're at 8." But during that whole time, he's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I stopped hitting them once I started timing it. So maybe I'll just keep spamming it like I used to, like Max.
Yeah, bro. That's all I got an SR Spider-Man on the 16-minute rebound. Dang. That's crazy.
That's awesome. Hey, I like your logo too. I just saw that. The VV knees. That's really cool.
I hope we're pronouncing that right.
I know. I might be butchering it. I'm sorry.
VV Ness. Probably VV Ness.
So you're gonna go back in the market and try to get one, or you're just gonna?
Yeah, I'm taking my time. No, this is like a low tier comic, I think. So I'm not really in a rush to try to get one. I'll just pick one. I usually like to get 4 digits if I can. So I'll look for a 4 digit at 20 or under 20 and be done with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gail, I'm sure Max knows. You don't have to answer this, but where are you, like in the world right now?
I'm not gonna.
He's Kanye's neighbor.
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not gonna answer that because you should already know.
I know. I thought it was Chicago, but let me tell you something. So I don't know if you saw that Cavell had made a video of one of our comic book challenges, and he said that if we got to 1,000 subscribers, that he would do the comic book challenge himself. So the reason why I was asking, I wanted to make sure that you were in Chicago, is I told Max, and we haven't even ran this by Cavell, so I don't even know if it would happen. But I told him, if we ever really get to 1,000 subscribers, I would want to fly to Chicago for like a weekend and do the comic book challenge with him, because I think that would be so cool. But since you're in Chicago, you can come and do it with us too.
I'm down for that. If you guys make that,
awesome.
If you make that flight, I'll be out there.
You know who? Go ahead, go.
Oh no, I just said if you make that flight, I'll be out there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know any cool comic book stores like right off bat, like off the top of your head?
No, actually, I've never even considered shopping for comics before VV, so I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
Same. I honestly, I've never even cracked open a comic book to read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it this week. I plan to, if I have time, because of back of the class, they're doing like a trivia night on some of the comic books. So I was gonna like crack them open and try to do that trivia night with them, because I think it would be so fun.
Yeah. So something that I take for granted, because like we know each other, is that people want to know, like, Gail, what's your history? Like tell everybody about, you finding Vivi, I guess you finding Omi, and how you got here.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I found crypto like 3 years ago, back in 2017, like right before the first massive bull run that kind of like put crypto on the map, kind of like. And then after that, like we hit a 3-year bull market, right? So crypto was like down, it kept going down, and like I've seen the most money I've ever seen, right, in 2017, and I just watched it go all the way back down to my initial investment. Like I didn't take anything out because I expected it to go to the moon, as did most people, because a lot of us were new to investing, right? So we didn't really know. And then, like I said, we had the bull market for 3 years, and then I've kind of been accumulating the whole time. And then one thing led to another, and I kind of messed up my crypto bag, right? So I was like gambling it away with daily fantasy sports and just trying to make money during the pandemic era and whatever. So long story short, I kind of fell off the horse, and then I got back on, and I was looking for just different things, and I came across NBA Top Shots, and that was kind of like my first real introduction to like cool NFTs. So I was kind of learning about Top Shots here and there, and then somehow I found about Vivi. I don't know who I watched, but I stay on YouTube, right? I'm always doing research and stuff. So I don't know who in particularly put me onto Vivi to make me look at the white paper, but I read the white paper, found out about Alfred Kahn and all of this. I mean, all the people at Ecomi, David and Dan, and I finally downloaded the app because most crypto projects don't really have a working product. So I was like, wow, they have an app already. So I looked at the app and bought a Joker, and the rest is history after that. That's kind of my story with Vivi.
How much was that Joker?
It was $80, and I was surprised that I bought it. I was like, I'm buying a Joker for $80. I kind of understood what it was, but at the same time, I was new too. Like I didn't know nothing about first appearances or none of that stuff. So yeah.
How crazy is it that at the beginning we would buy things that we were like, how in the world are we buying this for $80, $60, $50? Like, what are we thinking? And now we're just like, oh, why didn't we buy more?
Yeah. Like I kind of, it's hard to remember my mind state back then because like we've all grown so much since being here initially, but I do remember having a sense of urgency. I'm like, okay, this is a rare. So I did buy one penguin like for retail, and then I was gonna go back to buy another one, but it got sold out. So I was like, okay, these things are selling out. So let me go buy, a few more. I always try to get duplicates. And the funny thing about Todd McFarlane is I wasn't gonna buy a Todd McFarlane, but I was reading the comments. You know how people can make comments under the picture, and people were saying like, that's the first ever Batman, that's the first appearance. I thought Todd McFarlane was ugly. Like I was gonna leave him on the market. I wasn't gonna buy him. That's why all my mints are high. But yeah, I kind of had an idea of what it was, but not to this degree.
So around what time was it? Because I don't know if you were there, babe. Maybe you were. What time was it where you couldn't go into the market? Like where if it was sold out, it was sold out. Do you remember?
Was that April? March?
I think it was like, yeah, probably early April, late March. It was up there.
So like when I first came into this, I even told Max, like when we made when he wanted to start doing the YouTube channel, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to give. Like I'll just probably be by you, like supporting you. Now what I like know now and what I see now, I can't imagine not having Vivi and not having like an open market, because it just sounds so weird to me. Like how everything's sold out and that's it. Like I can't go back.
We had to get creative and get off app. I got a lot of my stuff off the app, to be honest.
Really?
At that time.
How did you guys do that? I guess I'm interviewing you now too, babe. How did you guys do that? Like where did you go to like buy these items?
Well, Max, when did you get into Vivi? What month?
I found out about it late February. I didn't take the plunge until like late March, early April. So I was already in it late March, but I didn't really participate on a drop until DeLorean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I used eBay like a little bit. I was watching Bud Thompson and stuff and watching his eBay prices.
Yes.
So I did a couple of transactions off eBay, but other than that, nothing really.
Yeah. That's so scary though, because I hear so much about scammers, and Max and I haven't had like any interactions with someone who's like a scammer, but that would be like prime time for a scammer to just be like, okay, I'll take your money and not send you your. So how did you do that? Did you wait for the collectible and then pay for it, or what?
So for eBay, I think it's more risk on the seller, because once you make the purchase, you can contact eBay and say, hey, I haven't received my items, so they will refund you, I think. But Yeah, but
Okay.
if we're talking about escrows, that's a different story because there's no platform for it. It's just you're trusting in middleman and all that.
That's how Wendy built her empire. In that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Johnny
wow.
Dunn. I see you right there.
Shout out to Wendy. Shout out to Johnny D in the building. What's up, Johnny D? Let's go. Yeah. Oh, Telegram too. Yeah, Gary's right. Telegram.
Telegram.
I remember finding a lot of people on Telegram, and I remember that used to be my Beckett sports guide because on Telegram I would find out what like the floor prices were gonna be, and then they would like go down and dwindle. So like when I don't know whatever came out that month in April, immediately when somebody got it, they would take it to Telegram. I have a whatever for $1,000 or whatever, ultra rare, and you would know what the prices were going to kind of be at the time.
But guys, even in the summer, like the summertime, things were still like season 1 stuff was still, some of them, not everything. They were still like on the lower end. Hey, Alex.
What's up, Alex? Shout out to Alex. Let's go.
Johnny Rockets. So funny. No, but I remember in the summer that, I wish that we would have just pulled the trigger a little bit more because we were so focused on like getting drops that we weren't thinking of stocking up from like season 1. We didn't start thinking that until probably late summer. I think maybe.
I think like when Marvel hit, I think that's when we were like, we got to get a lot of this shit because when it hits, it's gonna hit. And you look at Spider-Man Common now, it hit.
Yeah. That's funny you guys are saying that because the same lessons drop every week or every season, right? So the first season we had our Tides and our Tides and Harley Quinns and Jokers. Season 2 we had Spider-Man, right? The Spider-Man Common, like you were just saying, we seen what he did, and then like just like last week we got Wonder Woman. So if you think she's not gonna do the same thing, like we just got to finally learn our lessons and quit repeating the same mistakes because it's gonna keep happening.
Did you hear the mistake that we made with our Wonder Woman?
No, what'd you do?
Oh, Gail. Oh my god.
Why you gotta bring up old shit, babe? Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Gail, okay.
Play as fuck up.
I got the Wonder Woman on the drop, right?
Yeah.
And
babe, we're a team. We
got Wonder Woman on the drop. I got it on my phone, but we got it. So okay, so we're trying to like rack up our gems because obviously we know Christmas time. This is before we knew about all the giveaways and all the drops and everything. We're like, Christmas time is coming. If we've learned anything at this point, we know something's coming. Like something has to come, right? So we're trying to stock up on our gems. So Max is like, let's just sell Wonder Woman. But I literally told Max, I was like, babe, she's an FA, the first Wonder Woman, and it's Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Like she's not like anything like light.
But she was a cartoon to me.
But he was stuck on the cartoon figure, like
right.
that she looked like kind of like the Mighties.
I was expecting this.
Yeah.
No, some.
But I kept telling him she's an FA. She's Wonder Woman. Like she's a big deal. He was like, let's just make our gems, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And we sold her for $140,
which is still $100 profit. Come on now, come on, we made profit.
But so that week that day that we got her, we did a stream on on the Spanish channel with Wendy, El Counselor, and Brian. And Max, Wendy caught him up into it, but he's like, I bet y'all anything she's gonna go back down less than 120. And then Wendy's like, well, you owe us burgers if it doesn't. So we have until tomorrow, actually. And we're gonna owe 3 people lunch.
What are you gonna cash app them or something?
I think that's gonna be our best bet.
Uber eats them.
When it comes to a bet, we have to follow through. Like your word is your bond, right? So we're gonna have to cash up him some money.
How did they say a Lannister always pays his debts or something like that on Game of Thrones? Was it Lannister?
Yeah.
Homies always pay their debts.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, the lesson there is like we should have learned from the Marvel Mighties. Like you see, the Captain America hit like 75 gems already. So what do you think Wonder Woman's gonna do with less than 10K editions?
Yeah, you're right. I just personally didn't believe in it. I was like, common Wonder Woman cartoon.
You know, the name of the game in VV is that we all know there's something for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like there might be something that you don't like. Like Max doesn't like the cartoony type of thing, but that doesn't mean that there aren't like thousands and millions of people who are not gonna think, hey, she's an FA. Hey, she's the first Wonder Woman on VV. Like, hey, like she's so cool. I love Wonder Woman. Like she has a really big fan base. So
Yeah.
we just messed up.
Yeah.
We messed
I mean,
up.
it wasn't a huge mess up. We still made profit. Like
Of course. But it would have been nice to stack up on her. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I me too. Like in my videos, I made a strategy video, you know, before every drop or whatever, and I said like, don't sleep on Wonder Woman, don't sleep on her, because FA doesn't matter what she looks like or the medium that she comes in. It's her first appearance on VV, right? So I seen her at like 120, 150, 170, and I still waited because I thought she was gonna come down.
Sorry, girl.
She's our dog. He thinks he's a pit bull.
Sorry, what's up, VV Darklink? But yeah, like. Even I knew she was going to run up, but I still didn't pull the trigger when she was less than $200, you know?
Yeah.
So it's still a learning curve for even OGs like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was still surprising. $300 Wonder Woman, that was hella surprising to me.
How quick it happened.
One thing that I won't ever forget is, do you guys remember our first comic book drop with Marvel 1? The secret rare was like at $1,000, like 1.5. And Max, I was like, there's no way we're going to buy a comic book for 1,000. No way. Like, we cannot do it. Oh, my
man.
God. Yeah. There's so many. I feel like, why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Yeah.
It's because
that's the one thing that I can't ever like get over, because I'm like, man, up to like where is it at now? Well, right now it's probably down.
There's still 30K, something like that. Some crazy.
30K, 40K, only 40K. It's nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
we could have 40x $1,000. It's all good. It's all good.
Man.
Real quick shout out. Diego's in the house. What's up, bro?
What up?
Mr. Collector. What's up, Mr.
What's up, Mr. Collector? What's up,
speaking of comics.
What up, Sleeping? Up and coming.
And Johnny D. We all make mistakes, though. Can't make every move perfect. We all have enough mistakes. Yeah, that's
true. That's true. And you know what? And it's funny that you say that, Gail, because you said even the OGs are still learning. But because we are OGs, I hope a lot of us have like a good collection, because I can say that Max and I have a really good collection. I'm sure you do too, Gil.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like whatever mistake I make these days, I feel like it's whatever, because like we've already kind of won. I was gonna make a post earlier, like we've already won the game. We're just padding our stats at this point. Like it's icing on the cake. We got the cake. Now we're just, decorating it and putting the frosting on it. Like we already got the
even if we fall, we're still falling forward. So it's a win-win. Like there's no bad, happening.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I've realized about myself at this point is, Max used to tell me, like, when we first started this whole VV thing, he was like, a lot of people are going to want to flex. Like, a lot of people are going to want to flex, like, and show, like, that's like a big thing in this generation, right? Like right now in our society and everything. And I'm like, I just don't understand, like, the flex aspect of things. Like, I don't like showing off. But now and there's a lot of people who do want to do that, which is fine. People are going to do whatever they feel comfortable with. But now for me, there's an aspect of flexing, but feeling like pride for my collection. And like, I understand now, like when we're in the Viverse and we're like in our DeLorean and I have like my Murmurcornos or like our Todd in the back, like we're going to be like, hey, but it's not to like be like, hey, look at us, we're so cool. It's like, I'm so proud of my collection. You know what I mean? Like, and to have other people experience that with us, I think that's really cool. So I think that just
Alex always dropping. Alex always trying to FOMO somebody into he always dropping.
Always
Red coming in with that fire. Okay, Red. I bet he won't give a hint though.
Right?
Nah, he's scared. He's scared. He won't do it. He won't do it.
That's why I've been selling off. Like this is the first time that I've sold off before the gem squeeze because like like that Walt Disney kind of messed me up. I was like, oh, if I would have at least 3,000 gems, I could have got one. I could have got one after the drop.
Yeah, that's something that's becoming really difficult for Max and I. We try to stack up our gems, but then we're like, but long term. Like, we don't know how to get out of that. That's been like one of the hardest things that we're trying to do.
The problem is, as soon as we stack up our gems, we go and find some to spend it on.
Yeah.
And so it's like a vicious circle because then you want to come back and have more gems, but you already spent them, and it's hard. It's hard.
I feel you. I've been doing the same thing, man. I just bought a couple of Voltrons, like a low mint Voltrons, because people have been listing them for like $100 or $120, and I'm like, oh, that's too cheap to pass up. But I've been trying to save my gems for these upcoming days, these weeks, next week.
But you recently completed that set with all the same mint numbers. That's awesome.
That was crazy. Shout out to Max for Max and Johnny for pushing me over the edge with that last one, because I might have. You never know. I could have waited and somebody could have snagged it. Who knows? But yeah, that was pretty lucky of me to do that because, I made a video on it. But like the common showed up in the marketplace as soon as I logged in, so it was sitting there on the front page. Right after I bought the ultra rare, I logged back into the app, and the common was sitting under the new listed. So you know how like when people make new listings, it shows up right there. The common was just sitting there. I'm like, didn't I just buy the ultra rare for that number? So I snagged it. And then the rest is history. I just started looking and,
I think that's going to be like a new wave of collecting too. Is everybody like trying to, do that? And collectors are going to love that. They're going to want that, where everything is like the same number. I love that. I think that's so cool. And it's so cool that you were able to like complete that set with the same mint numbers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny for the chapter book.
Right, trying to read and talk at the same time.
Same. That was my hardest thing, thinking long term. Yeah, and not taking advantage of short term. Yep.
Gem management is key.
Yep. I know, but it's so hard to like see it coming too.
Like you got to think logically. Like if you're thinking emotionally, like you see the prices run up and you want to hold forever, but you got to use your logical side and say, okay, this market happens in cycles. We know we're getting 12 drops, 12 drops next week. There's going to be a gem squeeze. People, I think David, you said that like the majority of people on the app have like less than 200 gems in their account or something like that. So a lot of people are like kind of, playing with low funds or whatever. So there's always going to be a squeeze, I think.
I agree. And it's just, and I'm with you because I never imagined that I would be so emotional about these collectibles and thinking so emotionally. I thought that I would just be ruthless and like sell, and I have to get not entirely back into that because I do love my collection and I love what we're doing, but just being a lot more logical with what I'm doing. Max is way better at it, but I'm like, are you sure? Really? And then I convince him and I'm like, shoot, I should have just stayed quiet.
Like case in point, bro. And I'll never live this down.
I know he's never gonna, he just texted me the other day. He just tell him what you text me. Tell him the story and then you tell him what you text me.
So I was trying to, I knew there was that gem squeeze coming for Decon. I knew it. And at that time, so for us, pride is our most prized possession. Like that is our, it transcends even the money part because our son is, LGBT. So like it's important.
Yeah.
But I know what I know, bro. And so I knew when it was sitting at 7.5 that like this was gonna drastically go down, and I wanted to get ready for that wall or whatever Disney was happening. So I told Jenny, listen, we're gonna list this for whatever, floor price around 7,000, and we're gonna come back and get it. Trust me. And she's like, all right, I trust you, all halfway. So I listed it, and then a friend of hers told her, what, are you crazy? You're gonna sell price. She called me from work immediately, take it off the market. I was like, okay, because the last thing I want to happen is for Janie to have doubts, and then I end up fucking up and pride like takes off.
Yeah.
So if there's any shred of doubt, then I'm gonna, especially with that piece more than anything. And I was like, all right, I'll take it off the market. So
that was just such a hard piece because it's so significant to us. Now, Max had asked me the other day what was my favorite like collectible that we have, and Pride is not my favorite, but it's the one that means the most to me. You know, so like if we have even like a slight possibility of losing it, because I would just be heartbroken. So that was my bad. And he texted me like yesterday, actually, and he was like, I just want you to know, if we would have sold Pride, we would have had 2 Walts and like all of this stuff. And I was like,
because we would have bought the Walt at like 2 G's, and then Pride sitting at like 3-4 G's.
Yeah.
So you know, with whatever extra gems we could have managed to sell some off, we would have had 2 Walts and the Pride bag. But it's all good. I told him,
thank you for the reminder, honey. I just love you so much.
I'm not tripping.
That's crazy. See, that's gonna be like what I'm trying to say is like you guys have a 2 heads are better than 1 situation going on. So sometimes it's gonna work out. Sometimes you're gonna talk rational to each other, and other times you're gonna talk each other out of deals. So you just really got to try to balance that out.
Yeah, and usually if Max feels something, I go for his gut feeling like every time, because he just has like a knack of seeing things. So I'm usually like, okay, let's do it. But with the Pride, it was just so hard for me. But I wish we would have done it. I'm sorry, babe.
It's all good. We'll get it anyway.
Yeah, like even like I'm too just now getting getting used to like letting go. Like it's hard to let go. Like you've been holding these things for like months sometimes, and some of these things have meaning to you, but like, you know, sometimes you can't come back and get it. It is risky because we have whales in the community who can buy the floor at any given moment, so we just don't know. But sometimes you got to take a chance.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to focus up and go for it, and like whatever happens, but you go for what you want, you know, and get there. And that's also a good feeling too. Like I bet when you got that last Voltron, I bet you were like, "Fuck yeah, I got there!" You know?
Yeah. It was fulfilling. First time I ever completed a set, and like the more items in the set, you know, the more meaningful it is. Like if it's a two set, you know, then it's a little bit easier if it's only 2 items in the set. But like if you can get a full set of Kripkins, that you know that's like super hard to do. But I think people are gonna pay a pretty penny for same mint sets in the future, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
I agree, and the reason why we were having this conversation the other day too, that I'm not like super crazy about having low mints, but I understand why some collectors will value that. I mean, it makes sense, you know, but I do love. And I think it just looks cool, like to have, if you have your collection, to have your full set be all the same number. I'm like a numbers girl. I'll look at numbers and I'll be like, oh, that's a good number. Oh, I like that number. Like, it's a weird thing that I do. We do that with the lottery all the time. Like, I'll tell Max, that's a good number. Let's play it. And then I'm like, nah, I don't really like that number, how it looks like.
Yeah.
But I love just seeing the whole set with the same number. That's just really cool to me. So I see the future in that. Like, collectors looking for that.
Yeah, it's a clean set. You know, people are gonna. It's aesthetically pleasing, like you were saying. You know, numbers do mean things to people. People feel numbers. You know, astrology, numerology, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a different way to collect. There's different levels. You know, you can have the same mint set like I do, 646. It's a random number, but you can go even deeper and have like the same mint set, but a special year like 1939 Batman. You can have the same set of that, and that's an even better full mint set. So there's always levels to collecting.
I'm glad you said that, because I was gonna say, but I was like, I don't want people to think I'm crazy, but I get feelings from numbers. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like this weird thing. I'll tell Max that all the time. Oh, I like how that number looks, and oh, it gives me like a good vibe, like a good feeling, and that always happens. It's always happened to me. So yeah, I love that. What's your mint? What is it again?
646.
Oh, I love that number.
That accomplishment. First of all, it's an accomplishment to just get a drop, bro. Like if you got 1 out of the whole thing, that's already an accomplishment. That added degree of difficulty of bro. The way that journey happened for you, it was like almost miraculous. You know, like the way shit had to go was damn near perfection for you to get there, which is why I even like applauded more. Like, yo, he got there. We were all
That's the third eye magic, man. Like I joke about it, but there is like I do have a level of what is it? I don't even know how to je ne sais quoi. I don't know how to call it, right? So like yeah, it was like a miracle. It's miraculous, right? So the number appeared in the secondary market. I snagged it. Then I made a video on YouTube putting the word out. And
Stop
like,
right there. Stop. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the timing you had to have to click market right when that collectible had gone up, right there, right? Okay, number one, right there. My bad. Continue.
No, yeah, no, feel free to interject. Yeah, it is
Yeah, bro.
miraculous. And then I put the word out there on a YouTube video, and not like 20 minutes later, somebody in the comments said, "Hey, bro, I got the rare. How do you want to do this?" So we made a trade, and then I made a post on Twitter, and then somebody said, "Hey, Traps just listed it." So it was teamwork. That's why I titled it "Teamwork Makes the Dream Work" because it just wasn't just me. And then you guys helped me convince me to buy it. It was interesting. It was cool.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have been Traps, I would have said probably, all right, you could wait a little bit, see if the price will go down. But because it was Traps, I was like, nah, somebody might fuck around and be like, oh, I can buy Traps' collectible. Let me go ahead and pay an extra $50 for it. And
right, and
yeah.
I didn't mind I didn't mind paying extra because it was Traps too. I'm like, let me bless the homie too. Like I don't like paying extra. I was like, let's get it.
That's cool. I didn't know that people had helped you find them. So that I love that. Oh man, that's such a great story.
Yeah,
that's such a great story. And 646, that's good. A good feeling. I like it. Six is my favorite lucky number. I love 6, and I love all even numbers. So
my greedy brain was thinking, man, it would have been even cooler if I got 5 for 5 because there's 5 lines that complete the Voltron. So 5 for 5 would have been, but whatever.
Relax. And just so you know, that morning I was calling my sister, hey, what's your main on your uncommon? Just in case. So because I love you, bro. Because I love you. I appreciate
that, man.
That's so cool. Were you a Voltron fan before, before the drop?
I haven't heard. I've heard about Voltron around the way, but it was one of those cartoons that I just never got into. I never looked into it. I never tuned in to watch. Just never gave it a chance,
So when that drop was coming out and I saw Voltron, I immediately fell in love with him. And I was telling Max, I'm so in love with him. Max is like, you literally just learned about Voltron 2 days ago. And I'm like, this love is deep. He's just really cool. And I have the same feeling with Ultraman. I'm like this. And you know why? I was a big Power Rangers fan growing up.
Me too.
I love the Power Rangers, and I was the red one. Max always tries to fight me for the red one, but I'm like, I was the red one. I had the fights and everything when I was a kid. I love Power Rangers, so I think that look robotic and the shield and stuff, it just made me fall in love with Ultraman and Voltron.
I'm with you. I think I'm not sure. I think maybe Voltron came out first, maybe, but if so, I think the Megatron or the Megazord is what. They took that from Voltron, I think, right? It's too much coincidence.
Yeah, it does look a lot alike.
Which Ranger were you, Gail?
The black one, of course.
The what?
The black one.
Oh, the black one?
Black one. That came on later.
For the culture?
For the culture.
I would have paid you as the green one.
Green one? Yeah, maybe.
Every time I tell people that I was a huge Power Rangers fan, they always think, "Oh, you were the pink one." I was like, "No, I wasn't the pink one. I was the red one."
Yeah,
the red one was my favorite. But just so you know, we were telling our son that Voltron came out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know Voltron. I watched Voltron when I was in middle school." And we were like, "Really?" And he showed us the series is on Netflix.
Yeah. That's what this drop was, the Netflix version.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't know that at all. We're like, oh shit, Voltron? First of all, Voltron? He's like, yeah, it's a good ass show. I was like, oh, yeah. Okay.
And then what did we tell him? He was saying that if that came out, something about She-Ra.
She-Ra, yeah. Which I also don't know.
Me either. I didn't look that far into it.
Yeah, but our kid isn't all that type of stuff.
Yeah, he loves anime. He loves he's watched every cartoon. He feels like cartoons just make him happy. So he watches things that I've never even heard of. And I'm like, and then I asked him, we showed him Voltron. I was like, are you more interested in Vivi? He's like, no.
No.
He has no interest. We really want to make a video with him, but I don't know if he'll be up for it.
Because I think that'll be a good dynamic, because we only hang around with people that love Evie. So like it's like always positive. But I want to hear from people that don't, and why. And that's also a healthy, conversation to have too. Yeah. Like why don't you like Evie? I would invite that.
I think the only people that don't like Vivi is the people who are unaware of what they're doing. That's all it is. They need exposure. They need something to connect to. Maybe the Viviverse will do that for them, the metaverse, But us, like, we're investors. We're kind of like, we're adults. We're trying to make a better life for ourselves, and we kind of see what Vivi is doing, and we see the potential that it can have for us and the advantages, and people just don't get it, I think. And it's only a matter of time, I think.
And it's funny because we told our son, we were like, we'll most likely sell one of our collectibles and be able to buy your car, because he's going to be 16 soon. And he was like, he thought about it for a second. He was like, okay, you guys do the dirty work and invest, and I'll just like be in the background and enjoy like what comes of it. Yeah. And we were like, hey, that's not, you can't it's like we're like drug dealers or something. Like, I don't want to be part of that, but I'll benefit from all the money you make.
At least put him to work on these drops.
I know.
Yes.
He helped us with the Spider-Man.
He got his that you are.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? His thing is the tangible aspect. Like he likes this. He likes to be able to touch things. He likes to be able to, when he interacts with folks, he likes the face-to-face,
Yeah, he doesn't even like texting people. Yeah. He likes the like FaceTime or like having a conversation in person. He's a
deep kid.
Yeah, I swear in another life he was probably like an enlightened Buddhist or something. Yeah. Like on a whole other level. Like he'll be talking some crazy stuff, but
that's why I feel like the metaverse might change things for him, because like if he likes being in FaceTime, the metaverse is like takes it a step further. Like you're there with them, you're in the avatar, you like 3D. It puts you in almost in like another dimension, but you're still there. It's bridging consciousness.
Do you have the Oculus, Gale? Have you been on?
No, I've been seeing a lot of VV fam doing that recently, but I don't have one.
Bro,
I seen you got one, right?
Yesterday.
Nice.
I was in there yesterday. Oh my God. It was a very enlightening moment for me, because I thought it was going to be like a video game. Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, you play it, you put it down, you live your life,
Yeah.
Like, you never really have the experience that I had yesterday, where I was like in a room. I was virtually grabbing onto Gammaverse and Orange Bag Lady, and we were dancing, together, looking at each other, laughing, and like telling jokes and shit. It was an incredible moment. I remember thinking like, this is supposed to be like virtual and fake, but I felt something. Like I felt connection in that little world. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy.
Bro.
Not expecting that.
And I think that's how we're gonna get our son, because we've told him that in using the Oculus, he could do art. So we want him to be able to do that and like record him making his art and stuff. And I think that's going to be like our window in like, okay, look, and then you can meet people. And I think you're right with that. Like the Viviverse, it's different, because once we're there, when it first comes out, it might not be like, oh my God, like perfection. You know what I mean? It might not be like, it's still going to be in its starting phase, right? But when you go in there, it's art. It's all art, right? All of this virtual reality and being able to see your friends and hanging out with your collectibles and stuff. It's all art. So it's all him, and I feel like people will feel more connected to it once they're doing that. And you know what? Johnny said something beautiful. What was it that you said, Johnny? Something about...
He said, it's Johnny Dunn and I'm back with another one.
No, that's not what he said. He said something about us being up in the sky or something. I retweeted it, but I can't find my phone to find it. I was gonna tell him. Oh, over here. It was just really nice what he said, and I was like, oh, that's a beautiful thought. I don't know if he remembers what he said.
Have you guys seen the Black Mirror series on Netflix?
That's another thing that our son was
he
talking
always
about.
references that every time. Like, Dad, you haven't seen Black Mirror? Like,
this is happening. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really gonna just make people question, like, what is real? Like, what does real really mean? Like, if you can feel something, if you can, if you think it's real, then is it not real? Like, what, it's really gonna blur the lines to reality, I think.
Yeah, and I guess real is left for interpretation. Like yesterday when I was dancing with Orange and Gamma, like I felt that. I felt real happiness. Like, yo, I'm dancing with my friends, and she's in Ireland and Gamma's out of Detroit, and that was amazing, bro. I could not believe, and that officially made me like, okay, I'm a believer. Like this shit is something. I don't know what it is, and I likened it to when I first experienced the iPhone. I remember like pinching to zoom. I was like, yo, I can carry my photos in my pocket, and if I want to zoom, like I can,
Yeah.
And that was amazing to me. That was groundbreaking. Just little shit like that, where it now pinch to zoom was like, yeah, whatever, it's just a feature in the phone. But that was huge one day, and this same thing. It was a moment. I'll never forget that. It was crazy.
And this is what we tell our kid, and what we tell, like I would tell anyone who listens, like, it's up to you to set those boundaries. It's up to you to say, like, how long am I going to be in here, and how, like, we all still live in the real world. We're not living, we will be parallel to the digital world, but we're not inside of the digital world, right? So we have to somehow have that balance and have that understanding that, yes, we have fun in here, but we have to also be out here, and it's not like, what was that movie? Inception, like where people would put themselves in like their other world or their dream world or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie? What happened?
I was just thinking this morning, Janie fussed at me for not putting the dishes in the dishwasher. And I was like, man, fuck that shit, I'm leaving. And I put the Oculus on.
You did say that. That's so funny. I'm like, you're still here.
Still gonna get that physical whooping.
What'd you say?
I said, you're still gonna get that beat down in the real world.
I know.
Yeah.
No, Max just hates washing dishes. So I was like, you know what? I don't even know why I tell you anything. It's such an insignificant thing. Like, I'm not going to get mad at it. Don't worry about it, babe. Let those dishes pile up.
That's what you got kids for.
What'd you say, Gil?
That's what you got kids for.
Man, I totally. So what Johnny had said was, what if our VV showroom houses are in the sky for now, only because the VV city and the VV verse is actively being constructed down below the clouds? And I was like, that is so beautiful. I was like, and then we'd like take the elevator down, and then we like, oh, can you imagine that moment? When if that's the case, like whatever it looks like, whether we walk in through a door, whether we go down an elevator, and then the city's underneath our showrooms, like, and we're gonna be like, oh, it's just gonna be so fun. It's so cool. It's gonna be like breathtaking.
Of the real estate they're gonna sell, is it also gonna be real estate in the sky, like that too?
Oh, I don't know. Like, what if you can buy like penthouses and like do like private VIP parties or something?
Yeah,
that's a good point, because I remember a conversation about real estate back in the day. People were talking about like real houses, and I think when you buy a house, not only do you own the the ground, but you own the airspace above it. So that's going to be an interesting concept or interesting thought.
I'm about to be a slum lord. Just build straight up like New York projects and just have everybody paying rent. What's up? Let's go.
Yeah.
And that not only are we like considered OGs of like VV, but I guess the people who are here now are going to be considered OGs of like the VV-verse. And that's going to put us in a really good position. Now, we don't know what it's going to look like, how they're going to, drop that land or whatever. But man, it'll be amazing to just own like even like a little square of it.
Yeah. Shout out to Ecomi, because I think they're like looking out for us as well as them. They're going to offer the first land to like people who have really like proven that they care about the company, instead of letting whales just come in and swoop everything up from us. I think that's really cool.
I agree.
That would be awesome.
I agree. I think that they're so strategic with everything that they do, and this is their passion, you know? And when they see other people like genuinely passionate, like we all want this to grow, but not, of course it's going to make us money and it's going to benefit us like long term, but we also love the product. We love the team and we genuinely want to see it grow into something big, not just to like feed our pockets, but we just all see how amazing this is. So I know that they see that and they value that.
Yeah, there's a strong community behind these collectibles. I think I like to call VV the world's biggest icebreaker because it gives a reason for people to come together. And once we come together, the reason kind of fades away, and we're just like together, and we just start talking about whatever. But we can always come back to VV if we, if we just run out of stuff to talk about or whatever.
Yeah, if shit starts getting weird. So what collectible? Yeah, you're right though. You're right, because VV has sparked a lot of conversation between me and just random ass people who, hey, are you on VV? No, what is that? Boom. Now we're talking about, VV, and then it goes off into, oh, my grandma or my cousin collects comic book. Your cousin collects comic book, Spider-Man. Boom, and so there, and it continues.
And not only that, the people that you're meeting in the real world that you would have never met before. Like this Sunday coming up, we are having like a Dallas meetup of over 20 people. When we first did our first one, I think it was like 9 of us, 7? Yeah. Between 7 and 9 of us. And now we're at over 21. And not only that, people are driving from out of state to come here and coming hours like to come to Dallas to come and hang out.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
It's amazing. The connection that this company and this team is building is far more than just something like a digital collectible.
Yo, NTX, hit me up on Twitter. I'll send you the details and stuff. If you don't have a Twitter, email me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing what Economy and VV is doing just on a small scale. But I like to try to think ahead and like worldwide. I think Economy is just making the world a better place, like one community at a time. Like I don't know. I think they're doing a lot of good in the world, and people don't see it yet.
Yeah, they're unifying. They're definitely unifying a whole like. I get into spaces and I know there's people from all walks of life, different religions, different political preferences, stuff like that. But you know what? We're all together there helping each other out, gauging the markets and just genuinely wanting to see each other win, like regardless of background and stuff like that. To me, that's so beautiful, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead.
And I think a lot of people have had like some negativity around not getting drops and stuff. And for like those people, I would say I understand like getting drops, but see beyond the drops, like the excitement with the community, the joys and the laughs, like get into spaces, like talk to people from the community. That's what makes it like, if you don't get a drop, if we don't get a drop, and we've had those days many times, it's fun to go into Twitter and like see who got it and like, yes, all right, we won. Like, it's the community and the family is what's truly running this. I feel like
we're the soul, like we're the soul of the community, is the soul of the product, and we're fucking evangelists. We're always trying to tell people, hey, you got VV, what's up?
I feel like
his life.
Hell yeah, Johnny, don't play with my emotions, Johnny.
Don't do it, Johnny.
Where's Johnny at?
I think he's up.
He's in Jersey.
Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was in Philadelphia. Why did I think that?
Nah, because he's an Eagles fan.
Hey, but you know who's doing like he's an Eagles fan. How sad. You know who's doing like a whole nationwide like tour? Kenobi. And I was telling Max, like, how fun would it be if we were to do that too and do like comic book challenges in every like city that we go to with like VV fam? Oh, yeah, South Jersey.
Yeah, that was awesome to see Kenobi out there with True and Lenny. That was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome. And that's another thing. Like, I know no matter where we go in America, like we have somebody that we can like go and talk to and hang out with, and that's really cool too. Go ahead.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah, we got people everywhere now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like before when I would go, like when Max and I would visit a new city, I remember his dad would always say, have each other's back because you guys are going somewhere new. Like that's just something he would tell us, like take care of each other. But now, like I feel like, yes, we have to take care of each other. But if we go to a new city, there's bound to be a family member there that we can hang out with, that can tell us, oh, go here, and they'll come with us and enjoy the time. So it's such a crazy, weird feeling to feel like you have people everywhere.
Yeah, and 1 year ago, I was not in Vivi right now.
Yeah.
At this time 1 year ago, I was that? No, because I didn't join until March.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you guys talk every day.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like it's
like I know this guy, man.
Yes,
like,
I know.
This is my guy.
Right. This is the first time me and Max and you have been like face to face, but I really feel like I know you guys. Like, I just feel like I know you guys.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, I feel like this is just a hangout and we're opening it to everybody hanging out with us too, but it just feels like, oh, I'm with my family member. Like we're just hanging out. We're having a FaceTime call.
Right. I'm more awkward with people that I know in real life than I'm with you guys right now. Just talking to you guys.
Do you feel like I'm guessing you're more of an introvert, like in life, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I don't really need a lot of interaction with humans or whatever you want to call it. I can always do my own thing. I don't need to be in a spotlight. I don't need to be at the party. I'm an introvert, textbook introvert.
You and Max would like look really funny together because y'all would probably be sitting on the sofa like,
what up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's happening?
You know what's funny is I thoroughly enjoy being in the room by myself and scrolling through Twitter, watching a movie or something. Like my alone time, I need it, and it's hard for Janie to understand that sometimes because she's an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
She enjoys social, interaction and stuff like that. So we've had to learn that as a couple that like I don't always want to talk, and like I don't always want to socialize. And her, like, she needs sometimes to socialize and talk. So I have to, sometimes.
But I've also have a newfound respect and value alone time because I can tell when he needs it, and I'm like, okay, go shoot the ball, or like, if he's like in the room and he's just like super into like talking to you guys or like on Twitter or whatever, I just kind of let him be because it's just healthier that way. I know if I'm constantly like blah 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 blah, he's like, like hide, like
yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Max.
I was gonna say introverts can get overwhelmed with stuff like that sometimes, and I just like will shut down and be like, all right, just like whatever, I'll just be quiet and whatever, What were you gonna say?
That's funny. I'm definitely gonna show my wife this segment of the video because we just got over like a little argument over the same thing. Like I've too much time to myself, and we need to like kind of talk more, And you and Janie seem like you have the same dynamic. She's an extrovert, you're an introvert, and like I shut down too. Like I shut down if I get overstimulated or overwhelmed and stuff. And it's just something that people have to come to terms with and understand that we're not all built the same, and we can have a middle ground,
Yeah,
totally.
And it has to work both ways though. Like I can tell when Max really needs his alone time. And like sometimes he'll go to the casino and like just put his earphones in and like play poker, or he'll go and shoot the ball, or he's just simply in our room, just like, and I'm like, okay, Janie, like, but for me, I just love being with him. He's like my best friend. And we can literally, there's never been a time where Max and I are just quiet. Unless I know he needs like alone time or he just wants to listen to music in the radio, because I can talk about anything, and I think like that's what like helps our relationship, but also my understanding to respect his space, and that's healthy, I think. And I never used to see it that way because I am very extroverted and I want to talk and like just I can talk someone's ear off completely.
And I think, Gail, that's why you pick somebody like your wife, because to me, Janie's necessary. Like if I'm ever out in public, like at a dinner or something, like like worst case scenario, but with my wife, like here's my wife, handle that. Like talk about whatever you want, I'm a great listener, but I'm not a great interactor.
Right.
That's the difference. And anytime we're anywhere social, I love taking Jamie because it's like my saving grace. Like,
Yeah, she's a buffer, right? A good buffer for you.
Yeah, exactly. He uses that word. So let me ask you guys, do you feel like Vivi has helped y'all a little bit, or do you guys feel like y'all are still the same, but just are better able to interact with people like not face to face?
You talking about my wife, right?
No,
Me and my wife.
you. Like,
Oh,
are
me?
you Vivi? Has Vivi helped you like just with people or in your relationship? Like, however.
Oh, yeah, actually, I mean, maybe less so the Vivi, but me being putting myself out there on YouTube and, hopping in these spaces from time to time, it's definitely helped me be more of a people person, more, accepting, more understanding, because like hearing people's stories, it puts things in perspective for you. Like you just like it lets you know that you're not at the center of the world, and it's like it just gives you a lot of perspectives, and it makes it. Yeah, the answer is yes. Long story short.
Yeah. What about you, baby?
Yeah, I feel like Vivi's the ultimate cheat code because there's no barrier of entry. Like you already know when you hop on spaces or we're on YouTube or something, we already know what we're gonna talk about. Let's get it. Like there's no small talk, there's no weirdness. It's
Right.
You know why I'm here, and I know you're here. And that automatically makes it fun because there's no awkwardness. And just based off the fact that we're passionate about this VV shit anyway, it just makes it so much more fun and easier to talk to everybody. And that barrier of entry for me is like one of the hardest parts of my social interactions, just trying to figure out how am I going to get to this person? What am I going to tell them? Are they going to want to talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about?
Right.
I'm thinking like 100 things in my
mind. He analyzes like everything.
I'm a chess player by nature, bro. Like this stream here, I've already thought of like 100 different scenarios that could have happened or have happened or will maybe happen within the next whatever. I think about everything, bro.
Max, we're more alike than I even knew. When you saying that, so like me, I usually like to have a game. That's when I'm more myself. Like if we're playing a game, like if we're bowling or playing poker, I can be myself because we have like we have a middle ground, an obvious middle ground, which is the game. So when it comes to BB, like you say, we have all these fandoms, and like let's say you're an Ultraman guy and I'm an Ultraman guy. If I know you like Ultraman, I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of cool. People tend to like people who like what they like or agree with certain things that they agree with, and then you just build a bond from there. So BB, like I say, it's the world's greatest icebreaker because they have 100 brands, and more times than not, you're gonna like something that somebody else likes, and that is your middle ground or your common denominator.
Yeah.
You guys are so alike. It's so, and you know what? I already knew this, Gail, by like some of the posts that you put on Twitter and some of the things that you said. I'm like, yeah, that's something Max would say. Yeah, that's something Max does. Like, I already knew that you two were a lot alike, and no wonder you guys are like friends. I get it completely. And you know what? Sometimes when Max is like over analyzing things, he's not saying a word, like he's not saying anything, but I'll turn to him and I'll say, babe, you're loud, your thoughts are really loud.
Yeah.
Like they're infiltrating me. Like just calm down. Like he's not an anxious person or like he doesn't get like overworked, but his mind is like, I'm like, shh. Let's have like a woosah moment.
That's hilarious. My wife you probably would get along with my wife too. You guys are like you got the same husbands basically. So yeah, it's funny.
That's I would crazy. Love to hang out with her. Me, like I love to hang out with anybody and everybody. Like I love to know people like beyond who they are. Like for us, like the Gale, like people in the community know the Gale, but I want to know like who is the Gale, and like with your wife, like just I love meeting people and getting to know them. That's like my favorite thing. And Max gets to meet people through me, I feel like, unless he puts himself out there. Like with you guys, I don't mean this in a bad way because Max is a beautiful person, but I'm so happy that he had you guys to like talk to and stuff because the group was small. If it would have been bigger, he would have just kind of been like, this is too much for me. You know, like I'm just gonna be over here.
Real talk, fantasy football chat was like a blessing for me. Like starting off with Vivi, because it really like made me comfortable and just like being Max and you know talking shit and you know just being a dude, you know. Yeah.
So you guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys in that chat.
Yeah, me. Yeah, that chat was a blessing too. You know, it just makes you. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but like Max said, it makes you more comfortable. You learn that these personalities in the community are just people at the end of the day. You know, you tend to put people on pedestals or say like, oh, they got so and so subscribers, or oh, they're part of the Ecomi team, or you don't. But once you get to talking and they're just like you know, just different positions in life.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree with that. Gail, just to respect your time, how much more time you have? Because I have like 10,000 questions, but I want to.
Look, I'm good for the next 3 hours. So you guys, just whenever you guys get tired, it's whatever.
Okay, right, cool. I don't get tired, so you boys tell me when you guys are tired.
Kevin Gale told me we have to pick up our son like at 1:15 or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're on for like another 45 minutes, bro.
Oh, got lucky.
But I do want to know. Okay, when was the first day of your first YouTube video?
And what made you start a YouTube?
Yes. And what made you start?
That's a great question because I never saw myself as a YouTuber. But I was just looking for another opportunity. I think I was trying to give myself another option in life. I started off with Top Shots. Like if you scroll all the way down to my first videos, you'll see like maybe 5 Top Shot videos with like maybe 13 likes on it. So that field or that space was already like saturated, right? You had like hundreds of people doing Top Shot videos. And as soon as I found out what Vivi was, and I noticed that not many people were doing content on it, I'm like, okay, this is it. Like I understood like it was a small niche and it was only going to get bigger. Like I already understood where Vivi was going, so I'm like, okay, my channel is going to grow with Vivi as long as I put consistent and good information out there. My channel should grow right alongside with Vivi as more people start to look up the information. So that's why I started it.
Wow, that's a good way of looking at it. And you know what? Kaki had said something to Max and I that he felt like, hey Claritza, that he felt like our channel was gonna grow because it's like the two of us and we're fun and we're this, but I never thought of it like, oh, it's gonna grow as Vivi grows, you know. But for us, it's more of like a fun thing. But for all the people who do subscribe to us for whatever reason, like thank you for subscribing to us. Like it's so cool and it's fun. It's so fun. I wish that I could do YouTube than my job right now, like all the time.
That's awesome, Brendan. See, I didn't know that.
Brendan, are you serious?
That's awesome.
Yeah, look at that.
That brings the point to mind that you never know who you're going to impact and who that person is going to impact. So like, okay, let's say if that's true, then I kind of brought Brendan Z to the Vivi community, and Brendan Z is like a low-key celebrity already, and he's impacting so many people. So you just don't know who you're going to impact by putting yourself out there, and you just don't know.
Yeah,
Gail, you brought us our beloved Brendan.
That's crazy.
So cool.
Through Top Shot.
Like the pappy.
Bro, those videos only had 15 likes, so maybe that was the whole purpose of me doing Top Shot, just to bring Brendan to the TV.
Shout out to Gail.
If that was the only reason for that, that's the best reason because
I know, right?
Brendan is, oh my gosh,
subscriber of the year, babe. You already
seriously, and not only that, he's such a cool person. He's so sweet and just like so approachable and like was just talking to us, took pictures with us, and because I felt like, oh my god, this is Brendan. Like he's like the coolest, a celebrity. Brendan, seriously, we gotta do a stream, and it would be cool. Gail, if you're in it, Johnny
would be down.
Yeah. All the YouTubers who have like Brendan, oh my god.
We're gonna do a subscriber of the year stream featuring Brendan Z.
Yeah,
that would be so cool.
Hell yeah.
Brendan, are you down? Please say you're down. Be down, be down.
That'd be funny. But no, like you're actually the first person I subscribed to for Vivi. Like I was already looking at other videos, but then I saw, you know what it was? Is your intros were like always fun. It was always like some type of lullaby or some type of like something like that would like set the mood effectively, you know?
Yeah.
It was either that or I'm back with another video. So I was like, oh shit, you know, like so it was like a funny balance. And so you, Bud, and Cavell were like my first YouTube subscriptions. And every morning I would walk my dogs and listen to y'all. Yeah. And so that's how I became familiar with the Gale. And then when I found out you were in our fantasy, I was like, yo, we got a celebrity in our fantasy football chat. Like, yo, this is crazy.
Babe, the Gale was in my fantasy group. I was like, awesome, babe, you guys can become friends. Like, just thinking of it like out loud. And he was like, yeah, that would be cool. And look at you guys now.
That's crazy. That's still surreal to me. Like, I understand like kind of the impact that I've had, but you know, as people keep coming to me and stuff, it's really surreal. Like I kind of have to accept the role in my mind. Like I'm still me. Like if Max, like you know, Max, I'm still me. Like it's just how people perceive you is different.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're finding ourselves having baby moments of that where people like want to come take pictures with us and stuff, and we're like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, hell yeah, let's take a picture. You know, I'm Max, you know, let's do it.
And I was just gonna say that, Gail. Wait until you go to like an event where Vivi's there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be like a crowd around you.
You definitely gonna get some love, bro.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm gonna need my wife because that's too much input for me.
Yes. Do not leave your wife at home. For real.
Yeah.
It's gonna be overwhelming, bro.
Plus, don't leave my friend behind. I need my friend too. I haven't met her yet, but she's my friend.
Oh yeah, you guys will click. I already know it.
So Janie and your wife will go over there chit chatting and stuff, and me and Gail would just be like staring at each other like communicating like that.
Right?
Is it gonna be telepathic? Like, bro, you want to go watch the game? Like, let's get out of here. And we'll handle the crowds.
Right?
Do that. That'd be funny. Look who's in the house.
What's up, Orange?
Orange, let me just tell you, Max was so happy he could not stop talking about it last night.
Babe, I was dancing with Orange yesterday.
I know.
Like this.
I know. I want to dance with Orange.
Get on the Oculus.
I know. I can't. Now we're gonna have to get me one. But I will tell you this, Gail, you don't have an Oculus, but I almost passed out last night.
Doing what?
On, and I was like, oh, whoa, and like my knees like buckled, like my legs almost gave out on me, and I like grabbed Max with motion stuff. I get really sick.
Yeah.
So I told Max I'm gonna start it like in small intervals because I love it. You gotta look at one. They're so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Yeah, I can get one. I can get one if I want to. I'll look into it, see what's up with it.
Tell wifey Christmas is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, look.
Let me put it up.
Oh, he was so happy. He was so happy.
Well, I had random questions for Gail too. Does Gail have a pet?
Yeah, I got two pets. I got 2 cats that we adopted like maybe 4 months ago. T'Challa and Nyla. Yep.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
Are you a Black Panthers fan?
Of course.
You know Black Panther is my absolute favorite superhero of all time.
Really?
Yes. I am a huge supporter of Black Panther. If he comes out on Vivi, I think I'm gonna have a stroke.
Was it the movies that did it for you, or were you before the movies? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Why I love Black Panther so much is I feel like there was a strong female representation there. Like the women were like super badass, and they were like his bodyguards, like his army, you know. And I appreciated that level of like, yes, I'm Black Panther, but I also have these badass women who I have respect for. And I was just like, oh, that is so cool. Like this guy is amazing. So yeah, I'm
Dora Milaje.
Yeah, I am so bummed.
Isn't she gonna be the lead in the new movie? Or am I tripping?
I
think the sister is supposed to take up the mantle. Shuri.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, how are they gonna? The series has to continue. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Chadwick.
I know. I cried because I was such a
so just cats, Gail?
Yeah, just cats. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a dog person. We got 2
Okay.
dogs.
Nice.
That's funny. Favorite sports teams?
Anything Chicago. I don't really tune in unless I have money on the line or I'm doing daily fantasy like DraftKings or FanDuel or something like that. So yeah, Bulls.
Are you born and raised from Chicago?
Yeah, the suburbs, west suburbs. So like I wasn't in the gritty, in the streets, in the in the city part, but I was always going to the city and stuff. So yeah.
So you know what's funny? Max's aunt lives in Chicago, and we're from Texas, so we're we have like that like Southern, I guess. Some people say that we have kind of like a little Southern accent, but so they had a child in Chicago, and when we talked to her, she has like a Chicago like little accent to her. So we're like, that's so crazy. Like, how did they pick that up? And it's like environment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cutest thing. It's the cute. How old is she now? She's like 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cute.
Yeah, accents are interesting. That's an interesting thing.
So then Cubs or White Sox?
See, I know you're supposed to pick one, but I just say go Chicago. So if the Cubs make it to the playoffs, and I'm rooting for the Cubs, if the White Sox make it,
you gotta pick one, bro.
I don't follow sports.
You had the Chicago dog at Wrigley?
What? No, I haven't. I haven't been to a baseball game.
Oh, okay. That was like on my to-do list when I went to Chicago. When we went to Chicago to go to Wrigley, and we got to see the Cubs play.
So when we go to Chicago, we gotta go see a baseball game.
That'll work.
Have you been to the Jordan statue?
Where's that? At the United Center?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't think I took a picture with it or anything. I've only been to like a few games in my lifetime being here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like 5 games, maybe.
So like aside from Vivi, what are your hobbies?
What are my hobbies? I like to play poker. I do I gamble, like I say, daily fantasy sports.
I swear you guys are the same person.
But in the outside world, like since it's weird. I haven't even thought about it, but since COVID hit, like I really haven't had any like hobbies outside. Like really, it's kind of never really gave it much thought actually.
So you only play online poker? That's all you play?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I went to a casino in Chicago, but it was in Indiana. Like you have to go to Indiana, right? Or Indianapolis, something like that.
I actually only played poker in a casino in Vegas, so I don't even know around here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about that life, bro. Even in Chicago, I was like, I need to find a casino like near here. And I think it was in Indiana or Indianapolis. Like one of them is like north of you guys, right? Which one is that?
Hard to say. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, damn, I don't even know where you live.
Max collects the chips.
Yeah, I collect chips.
He has chips from like all sorts of casinos.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
He just finds anything to collect.
Yeah. So like wherever I go, I try to gamble at all the casinos in that area. So like in Vegas, I walk down the strip, gamble at each one, and collecting my $1 chip. So I want to have like all of them together in like a
frame.
Like a frame. Yeah. Of my whole life of like casino chip gambling. I don't know. I think that would be cool. And then I want to go to like Monte Carlo overseas and stuff and start collecting those. So
yeah. Does that like what's the reason behind it? Just because it just started out of nowhere? Like, does it mean something to you? Like, is it a deeper meaning than?
No, I'm just a gambler. Well, I love Well, I don't love gambling because like it's not like an addiction or nothing. I just I enjoy gambling. I enjoy playing poker. And when I went to Vegas, I was like, yo, this is incredible that we have all the casinos like on one strip. Let me just start collecting casino chips so I can to commemorate the one time that I did gamble here. And then it just snowballed into wherever I went. Like when we went to Costa Rica, I went to those casinos and I have chips from there. You know how some people do magnets and stuff? I just do casino chips.
Oh yeah, maybe like a passport situation where you like to get a stamp your passport stamp.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like he'll go through his trips and be like, oh, I was at that casino. Oh, I was at that casino.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
like
cool.
his what is it called? Like his
souvenirs.
ticket, like his souvenir. Yeah.
Souvenir, yeah.
I hope. All right.
accessory in the
Man, yes, I agree. That would be so cool.
They won't be FAs though, because we already have them with non-fungible, right?
Oh yeah, with the pineapple gang,
Yeah.
with the pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah. First day on FA on Vivi though.
True.
You know,
True.
I don't know.
Like Wonder Woman.
Gail, how cool would it be if the VB team came and like said, "Hey, Gail, we're gonna like do collectibles, or your glasses are going to be accessories for people in the VB verse."
That'd be awesome, man. Like I can see it because like they're just glasses, right? So, but people who know me, it'll mean something different. But I think Vivi could do that because they're just really glasses. It's nothing, nothing crazy about them.
Yeah, nothing like trademarked or copyrighted. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. And I'm sure they can do like David's hair. Like they can make that, just as an accessory.
Right.
Like
they can have
that.
Some community, like if you know type items.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And like your subscribers or like the Gale gang or Gale like members, like we'll have like
their Gale gang. Let's go.
Gang. Like we'll have their glasses on when they come into the VVverse, or when we're able to like stream in the VVverse, like all of your Gale gang or VV or Gale members will have their glasses on while they're watching your stream.
Yeah, that's a cult.
Right? That's funny.
It's when we talk about it, it kind of feels culty, but we all know that it's not that way. It's just like an exciting way.
Love.
It's love.
Yes.
It's an exciting way to support,
Yeah, it's a
I'm gonna
family.
be in the front row with my Gale glasses, like
I know what our accessory would be. It would be this. Wait, Gail, if you had to guess what our accessory would be, what would it be?
Let me think. Oh, what would it be?
for Max.
For me.
For Max? Oh, some kind. Oh, wait, what you got? The big Texas chain? That one?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
And
Big
you didn't
tech.
have it on today, honey.
I know,
How dare you?
That's why I'm not on my Superman game today. I'm just Clark Kent until now.
I knew you felt naked. I'm like, something's missing from Max. You got that big.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
There it is.
That would be funny. Oh man, that would be such a cool idea. And you know what? I would not be surprised or if Vivi would do that, because they're all about that. They're all about the community. And they honestly, it's not just about like the community, but they have fun with those things too, like making jokes and like, oh, like Johnny does this, the Gale does this, Cavell or Omi Homies or whatever. Like they like being involved with the fun.
That would be a great way to commemorate like the heavy supporters like us that like obviously they can't give us NFTs or whatever, but they can make like little accessories that if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this is a great question. Any tips on starting a YouTube channel, especially equipment?
Yes, I got tons of tips. Tip number one, hopefully you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love it. Like me, I love VV and or I love doing VV content, and like I wouldn't have come this far if I didn't love it, because it does get hard. Sometimes you do get caught up in looking at the subscriber count or the view count on your videos, and if you don't love what you're doing, you're gonna get discouraged when you see your peers skyrocket past you, or if you see the top YouTubers doing their thing and you're like, why can't I catch them? Well, when you love what you're doing, all of that stuff kind of fades in the background and you just keep trucking along, and you'll get there as long as you're putting out decent content that's valuable, that's going to help somebody. Or even if you're just recording your showroom, as long as you love it and you're being yourself on camera, that's going to go a long way, because people can sense what's the word I'm looking for? Authenticity. Mm-hmm. They can sense when you're not when you're not being real. And in terms of equipment, like I've made every video that I've made on my phone so far, because I wanted to be able to edit on the go, or just record on the spot. So I haven't had any equipment. Plus my computers, I need to get a new computer, but I've done everything on my phone so far, and I got pretty far, in the game. So you don't really need special equipment. You just need to start. The hardest thing is to start. Make your first video. It's going to be bad, most likely, unless you're Gammaverse, it's going to be bad. So keep doing, keep putting out content, and you'll hone your craft. You'll get better with every video you make, whether it's your speech, you'll improve your speech, you'll improve your camera angle. If you're doing selfie style, every video is going to make you better. So just start. That's the hardest thing to do.
That was actually a great. If we had to follow up on that, I mean, we started off with just my iPhone as well in my car, just doing videos like that, and slowly we thought, oh, maybe we can get better audio, or maybe we can get better lighting. We have like a little ring light here. This I got off of. This you can get for like $100. It's a Yeti Mini, blue Mini. But I got it for like $50 off of Craigslist. So like, you don't really need anything like spectacular, just enough to, whatever type of quality you wanna bring. Like this is like 2 weeks old. My sister, she got disgusted at our like old background, which was our closet, and she's a designer, so she's like, nah, we got to do something about that. So but this isn't even necessary. Like you can have your wall, and if you love EV, like it's gonna come from here, not like what you present in the background. This is all extra,
Yeah, this is like the cherry on top.
Yeah,
it's something we get to have fun with, like our physical collectibles, but
that's all a product of us like continuously doing videos and being like, wouldn't it be cool if we had a Batman? Wouldn't it be cool if we had and that falls back to just being passionate about VV. Like Gail said, if you're not passionate about it, there's no point. But if you want to start a YouTube channel about it, I'm pretty sure you're ready to go. Like you want to talk about this shit, just like we did.
Yeah.
And that's where it stemmed from, me even starting this YouTube channel with Janie. Like I just wanted to talk about it. I couldn't get enough of this shit. So I was like, let's talk about it some more for everybody else. And here we are.
Yeah, like to the point of your background doesn't matter. Randy Chavez has a refrigerator in his backyard, in his background. Sleeping Comics is in the basement. Like it doesn't matter where you are. It matters the information you bring and the energy that you come with on the screen, and are you providing value to your watchers? And that's basically it.
Yeah. And just like Chombo said, your willingness is your best equipment. Just throw it out there. You could be filming with whatever, iPhone 8, whatever. As long as you love what you're doing and you're providing something valuable and fun, then it is what it is. You're good to go. And make sure you have fun. Like the subscriber count's not gonna matter. It may matter to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, if you're having fun, the subscribers will come. It's a matter of time. So that's my our advice.
Because you guys said everything that I would say too. I think the other thing that makes it really cool about being a YouTuber, especially a VV YouTuber, is supporting each other. So we all like support each other and share each other's stuff. Like it's amazing to see other people grow in our community, and I'm genuinely happy for them. So I just love sharing and supporting them. I think that's important too, that we all kind of support each other. And I would add, not that you have to, because you can be your own person. If you could make it positive, that makes it more fun. But you don't have to be positive. You can say whatever. Once you turn the camera on, you can say whatever you want to say, and that's fine. But I just think it's more fun. But I think that's just my personality.
Yeah, and just piggyback off of Janie, whenever you make your first video, we love to share it. And I don't know if I speak for Gail. I mean, I guess I speak for Gail too. Speak for me and Janie. Like, if you ever want to have us on your channel, we'd love to help you. We'd love to hop on the channel, talk some VV with you, and get you out there so everybody can see your content.
Yeah, I've just been lazy about learning StreamYard. I just got to take a day to learn StreamYard because, like, I haven't had any interviews, and that's not by choice. Like, I'd love to have the VV fam on my channel. I just takes time coordinating, and like you said, I'm an introvert, so I can go my whole lifetime without doing any interviews. But I definitely have them,
Yeah, for sure. No, I feel you.
And I don't know when. Because I agree with you, Gail. I feel like it takes time and you have to coordinate with other people's schedule. And for us, I don't like making it difficult for people, but for me, my time is very valued when it comes to being with my son and being with Max, of course. So like if it interferes at too much with my time with my son or Max, like I'm like, no, that's not. So we have like very few like slots. And thankfully you were able to like have this hangout with us during this time because we'll get pick up our son and then I get to spend time with him. But we got to do a stream with the Gale and I'm winning in life today. So, but I forgot where I was going with this because I'm Dory sometimes.
Your time is the most important.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Just keep oh, that I was saying in the beginning, we were doing more. So interviews for me are really, really cool, but I like to have people feel like it's a hangout. Like, let's just talk. Like, let's ask questions.
Nothing formal.
Nothing formal. So I call it like hangout. So we did hangouts with people and I really enjoyed that. And then we kind of like slipped off of it. So I'm so glad that we're getting back to it because I want to have people from the community and it doesn't always only have to be on our channel. I would love to be on theirs. Like, it's just so fun.
Yeah.
We've been together right now an hour and 30 minutes and it's literally felt like 2 minutes.
I know that's the beauty of every time I do an interview or every time I get on Spaces, the time just flies, especially when you're talking about Vivi and the people who are cool.
Yeah.
Yes, real talk. I'll be on Spaces and all of a sudden it's 3 hours later. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? We were just talking about a murmur corner.
And that's the dangerous part about the Viviverse and the Metaverse. I feel like people are going to spend a lot of time in there because it gets addicting. It's immersive. You don't want to leave because sometimes it could be realer than life, almost better than reality sometimes. And sometimes you just got to find that balance.
Yeah,
I agree
for sure, and that's going to be key in the future. Just being balanced and and mentally well, because like you said, if the Viviverse is better than our reality, that's an unfortunate balance that people have to live in.
Yeah, I mean, people already escape through TV and other substances. I think the Metaverse will be one of the lesser harmful escapes, but an escape nonetheless. You got to, deal with the real world too. Find that balance.
Yeah, for sure. But before we let you go, I did want to have a mini conversation about speculation of these 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah,
I know the third eye is potent. So, what is Gail thinking that is we're gonna see within these next 2 weeks?
Please enlighten us, Gail.
It's really hard to say, honestly, because knowing Vivi, they could come out with any brand, any type. We got the USPS stamps out of nowhere. Who saw that coming besides maybe one person who got lucky with a guess? I don't know, man. I honestly couldn't tell you. I would love to speculate, but I would hurt my brain trying to think of every possibility. Like I would be like Doctor Strange trying to figure out every.
You know what I have a feeling about, guys? I feel like we're gonna get another Tokidoki.
I hope so.
The holiday ones.
The holiday ones, because Tokidoki they put a post of like their Christmas ones, and I was like, oh, are we gonna get Christmas like unicornos?
Yeah.
So I think that might be one. I also think maybe we'll get some Christmas stamps.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought
maybe. About that. Maybe a Disney drop. Do you think might be?
They said there would be.
Okay.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think we could get some holiday themed items with the pop artists because they're more flexible with their IP. Like holiday Labbits, holiday Unicornos, or even what's the Choice Rabbits or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, possibly.
Anything because this is officially like the first Christmas, I guess, right?
Yeah,
the second one,
but it's the second one, but they didn't have any Christmas like themed stuff.
Yeah. And they didn't really have a user base like they do now. So this is like the first official, it's on, type thing.
You know what's crazy is that today 30,000 new people are gonna see Vivi for the first time, and tomorrow 30,000 more. Like
how is that happening? Like I want to believe them, but how is that happening? Like what kind of exposure? Like how is the word getting out that quick to that many people?
It's just that exponential factor, bro. Like now the snowball effect is real now.
I think with the licenses that they have and those people knowing people and knowing people and knowing people, like the effect of word of mouth can be expansive, especially with the right brands, the right licenses.
Ask Tesla. So yeah.
But I do hope if they do holiday theme that it's inclusive too. Like with because obviously we celebrate Christmas, but there's Hanukkah, there's Kwanzaa, there's maybe some people celebrate other things that I don't know about that I would love to learn about, but it's like inclusive for everybody.
That's true. Just add some snowflakes and some snowflakes. That's universal.
Yeah, true. Maybe it won't be specific Christmas, which I'm down with that. Throw a snowman out there and
or white winter, because I can't say white Christmas because it's Christmas.
White winter wonderland or
winter
something.
Wonderland. Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Somebody said Grinch. Yeah, Grinch.
Oh, Grinch.
Coca-Cola is a big one that seems to be going around,
especially around the holidays, Christmas holidays. Coca-Cola just seems like nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yes, the polar bears.
And they're already in the NFT world, so like I don't see it as a big leap of faith to say that they're open to.
Whoa, that would be crazy. That would be a huge brand too. Coca-Cola.
That would have to get exposure. Like I know Disney kind of got exposure. Like I could tell with my YouTube analytics, there was so much traffic coming in on Disney Plus week. So Coca-Cola, that's huge, like you're saying.
Yeah, and that's a monstrous brand if they happen to get that, and I don't see why not. David Yu is David Yu.
Yeah, hey. And he'll get it. If anyone can get it, he will.
Yeah.
He bring Coca-Cola and Pepsi under the same roof, just like Marvel and DC.
Marvel and DC.
That's so funny. Which one do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Oh no!
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Pepsi, please.
I will say this: I love Pepsi more than Coke, but if you give me a bottled Coke, that's my favorite. Like a glass bottle.
The Mexican Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits different. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It like hits the back of your throat different.
It's that real cane sugar.
Yes.
What's the Gale's favorite food, by the way?
Favorite food? I do like tacos. I gotta say tacos. Tacos or pizza. It's a tie between tacos or pizza.
Okay,
Dang.
and they got that good pizza in Chicago too. What's the best pizza place in Chicago?
I want to say Giordano's, but I like Illuminati's pizza. They got Beggars. That's like a fast food type. Yeah. Hard to
Gail,
say.
if you ever come to Texas, I promise you we'll take you to the best tacos.
If you come to Texas, you need to fast for like a week or two.
Because we're going to take you to eat everything.
I'll take you up on that.
Tacos, Mexican food, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, baby. You want to start wrapping it up?
Yes. Gail, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for coming on our channel and doing this hangout with us. It was awesome. You're awesome. Thank you, everybody who was watching and who commented and for your positive vibes. We super appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, Gail.
Thank you. It was fun. Thanks for inviting me. It was therapeutic. I love talking to good people about Vivi and everything else. Thanks for having me. I'm definitely going to do it again. So thanks. I'll see you in the chat, man.
I was about to say, this won't be the last time. We will have more.
We're inviting ourselves to Gail's channel now. For the next time.
We'll have more Omi Homies and Gail videos.
And after this chat, it's back to being sworn enemies on the football chat.
I know, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not me though. I want everyone to win.
Yo, you know how when shit pops off in the fantasy chat and we're just talking shit to each other and it's getting like real spicy? Jenny's like, no, you guys need to stop it.
I almost made you guys a video like, boys, I love all of y'all. Everyone calm down and just love each other. And Max was like, no.
Nah, babe, fuck that. We talking shit over here.
I wish you would have. I was going to clown Max for that one.
You see, you would have given them ammo, babe.
You would have given them ammo. You guys are terrible. We all have to love each other.
It gets ruthless in there, and I
love
it.
Take care of each other. You guys are terrible.
I'm here for it.
I'm glad you guys have that space. I'm gonna be the one to tell you guys, come on, give me a hug. It's all good. I love you guys. Let's just all be together. But I'm glad you guys have that space.
Yeah.
You guys are so silly. But Gail, tons of love. It was amazing to meet you. And thank you for being here with us.
Oh yeah, I'll see you guys on Twitter and everywhere else.
I'll see you in like 30 minutes, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, baby fam.
Peace, chat.